What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I'm starting this video off with a full face of makeup, which is something I haven't done in a really long time, but I really wanted to showcase the look that we will be creating today. I did use a mixture between high-end and affordable products, which I know you guys love. I also used the rest of the products from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection that I couldn't feature in my last video. We are really gonna focus in on the Solstice palette by Colourpop. That's exactly what I have on my eyes, and very just like natural wispy lashes. I went ahead and went in with like individual lashes, and let me just say I love this look. I feel like it's put together, but it's not too much. So if you guys are definitely digging the vibe, make sure you guys subscribe, click that bell, and give the video a big old like so that way I know you guys like it. With that, let's cut the jibba jabba and let's jump straight into the video. Let's go. So there are a few things from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection that I didn't feature in one of my previous videos. So I will be featuring those in today's video. One of which is this one right here. This is the Retro Paradise Primer Glow Oil. It is so cute. I really love the packaging on this entire collection. I'm going to take the dropper and I'm just going to apply some to my face. Now, I used to use a primer oil a really long time ago. It was by Kevin Aquan and I really loved it. So I'm hoping I love this one just as much. It feels very hydrating on my face. Okay. Now you guys know me, I'm hella extra. I am going to double prime. I'm going to take the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Y'all already know I love this stuff. It's like glue for your skin. It's the higher end dupe of the e.l.f. Dew Primer. I am using this one simply because I do want to use it up. As you can see, I really don't have that much left. And I'm really trying to get into the habit of using up product as opposed to buying an abundance of product that I'll never get around to using. So I'm going to put this all over. This is going to help with longevity. If you guys have not tried this primer, I definitely recommend. Now, instead of going in with like foundation and stuff, I do want to start off with the eyes just because I may have some fallout. I am using a brand new palette today. So I'm going to prime my eyelids with the P. Louise Base 2. You guys know I love this stuff. You can find it at Morphe. And I'm just going to take it on this fluffy brush here by Real Techniques and prime the lids. Now, one thing I really want to start doing is making my videos a lot shorter. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter than usual just because I am just gonna get straight to the point and show you guys how to get the look as opposed to rambling on and on. So let me know how you guys like that down below in the comments. Now the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is this one right here by Colourpop. This is called the She's Got Solstice palette. I did find this at ULTA. In fact, it is exclusive to Ulta Beauty. Now when I saw this, I knew immediately I had to have it in my collection. It definitely is more of a warm tone palette, but the shade that really stood out to me is this kind of olive shade right here. It is so stunning and I definitely want to put that like all over my eyelid. Like, we'll see how things go though. I am going to start off with this shade right here. It's called Nova. Oh my god, so cute. Fun fact, we were actually going to name Stormy Nova before we decided on Stormy. Luna and Nova, no? Super cute. I thought it was super cute, but we didn't end up going with Nova. But oh, that name really hit home for me. The next shade I'm going to take is this one right here. It's called Earth Angel, and I'm going to take it on that same M441, and I'm just going to start patting it in the outer V. And this is a really pretty kind of like soft pink. Now, I featured so many palettes in my last makeup haul, so if you guys want to check that out, I will have it listed up in the cards, just in case you guys want to send in any video requests or request any palettes that you guys want me to use in future videos, because I really love using palettes that you guys have at home, just so that way you guys can kind of follow along and create similar looks. Let's amp it up a little bit and go in with the shade called Chromosphere. This one right here, it's a really beautiful kind of like sienna brick shade. I'm going to take it on a smaller, this is like an M506, and I'm going to start tapping it closest to the lash line just to really smoke out this outer part. Wow, I love these tones, especially with this colored shirt. Definitely a vibe. I'd be lying if I said I didn't just want to move on and not put shimmer on the lid, but the main reason I picked up this palette is because of the shade called Mars. It's such a beautiful olive, so I'm definitely going to take that shade and I'm going to put it all over my eyelid. who would I be? Ugh, so gorgeous. So I'm gonna take a flat brush. I'm not gonna wet it at all. And I'm just going to stick it right here in the very inner part. Wow, that is stunning. Like, so gorgeous. All right, so when I get a little bit more than halfway through, I'm gonna switch colors. I'm gonna pick up this shade right here, which is very similar to what I have going on in the crease. And the reason I'm taking this is just so that way it blends a little bit better and there's not like a stark transition from the olive to the brick. So I'm going to just tap this directly over top and just make it blend a little better. So for the most part, eyeshadow is done. I am going to move on to eyeliner. Now, I want to do liner, but I don't want to do anything that's too intense, dark, or black. So instead, I'm going to go in with a brown eyeliner. This one's by CoverGirl. This is the Get In Line Active Liner in brown. This is the only brown liquid eyeliner that I have in my collection. So if you guys know of any really, really good ones that are affordable, leave them down below. I'm really hoping that this is dark enough. I haven't used it in quite some time. I want to say the last time I used it, I really didn't have this much shadow on my lid at all, so we'll see how it goes. So it's definitely leaning a little bit more metallic over these shadows, which definitely is not a vibe for me. So what I'm going to do is I am going to fill it in with the liquid liner, but I think I'm going to go in with a very, very dark brown directly over top just to make it stand out and pop a little bit more. So now that I have that liquid liner traced out, I'm gonna go in with a dark brown eyeshadow. You can literally use whatever dark brown you have in your collection. I'm just gonna dip into the Too Faced Born This Way palette because I really love the dark brown shade called Truffle. I'm gonna use an angled brush and I'm just going to tap over this liner. I mean, the metallic is pretty. I just feel like it kind of clashes with everything we have going on, but if you like the look of like a metallic brown, keep it. If not, cover it up with a dark brown. You know what's funny is that before I did the metallic, I'm like, I don't want to do anything too dark or crazy. Then I did the metallic, put the dark brown over top, and it's literally like borderline black, but we're not going to talk about it. What we are going to talk about is a brand new mascara by Urban Decay. This is called the Lash Freaky Volume Mascara. I think the whole aesthetic of this is really, really cool. It says unleash your freak, 23.6 times more volume. There is a freak in all of us, a unique and extraordinary part of you that makes you stand out. So this is the before, this is after. We're not going to take it here because I am going to do I'm gonna do some lashes, but they're gonna be individual lashes. I really want my lashes to look very like airy and not spidery because this is a little bit too much for me. But I also wanted to say that it says it has up to 20-hour wear. It's sweat proof, smudge proof, and flake proof. I'm about that. Okay, let's coat our lashes. Nothing's happened yet. Oh my god, she got a boogie. She got a big boogie. Y'all weren't even gonna tell me. Got her. I do want to go in with some individual lashes. I did pick these up by Ardell. These are the double up lashes. I love that they have a short and a medium extension. So we're just gonna go to town and start adding it towards the very outer part of the eye to give it more of a wispy look. So let's get it. It's gonna take a little bit, but it's gonna be beautiful. So this is kind of the vibe of lash I'm going for. As you can see, it looks very, very wispy, but it also looks natural at the same time. So off camera, I'm going to do my right side, then we'll come back and we'll finish off the rest of the face. So I'll be right back. All right, so lashes are done, and I will say I'm 100% obsessed with the way that these individual lashes look. Like, I don't know, they're soft, they're pretty, they're flirty, and like when you close your eyes, I don't know, it just gives it a whole new feel. Let's move on to foundation. No, actually I lied. Let's move on to color corrector. Did I put it in here? Yes. I will be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one is in light peach. You guys already know how I feel about going in with a color corrector. I definitely feel like it's something I have to do in order for my base makeup to look remotely good. So I'm gonna take this underneath my eyes, sides of my nose, upper lip, and also on all of the blemishes I have going down here on my chin. Honestly, this whole mask situation, wearing a mask, it has my skin breaking out unlike anything I've ever seen before, and it sucks. I've been trying out some new products that have really dried out my skin, so I kind of had to take it easy on filming this week because my skin just was not in a good place. But today it's looking a million times better, so you don't even want to know what it looked like before. I feel like this peach color corrector just helps everything and just balances everything out. Let's move on to foundation. I will be using my tried and true Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. This is like, so good. If you guys have not tried this, definitely try it out. It's not overly dewy by any means. I'm just gonna take this and put this all over. This here is in the shade Soft Beige. I'm hoping it matches because I'm not self-tan right now. So also, if you hear snoring, baby Luna is in the room with me. It really just takes me back to when we had our own apartment. Luna would literally sit next to me in every single one of my videos, but the room was rather large, so you couldn't hear her snoring on camera. This room is a lot smaller than the other one I used to film in, so you could definitely hear her snoring in the background, so my apologies. I will be taking the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge damp, and I'm going to use this to buff and blend out the foundation, and you'll see immediately this really just evens out my canvas and just gives me a flawless base. Let's move on to concealer. I am going to use this right here by Flower Beauty. This is the Light Illusion concealer. It's medium to full coverage. I do like to put this underneath my eyes and let it set for about 45 seconds and then blend it out. That's just my stilo. That's what I'm into. I feel like it makes the concealer that much more full coverage, and I really love the finish it gives. So I'm just gonna let it set for a little bit. So that's been sitting for maybe about 45 seconds. I'm gonna take my sponge, dip it into the concealer I put on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna go to town and buff and blend this out. Now that concealer is blended out, I'm going to take a little bit of loose powder. This one here is from Hourglass, but you can literally use whatever powder you guys have at home. I'm really using this to set the concealer down in place. We really want to lock it so that way it does not crease on us whatsoever. Following that, I'm going to go in with some of this powder right here by MAC. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Plus. I'm going to take this around the perimeter of my face, so pretty much all the areas where I didn't apply that loose powder by Hourglass. I definitely want to finish off my lower lash line, so I'm going to take some of the shade right here called Earth Angel on a flat definer brush. This one is by Collab, and I'm going to start buffing it right here closest to my lash line just to bring the shadows down and together. Then with a little bit of this popsicle shade right here, I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to buff out that pink shade. I really want this to be like smoked out. For my inner waterline, I'm gonna go in with a gel liner. This is kind of like a soft peach by Colourpop. It's in the shade Peach Fuzz. I'm just gonna run it right in here. Honestly, if you guys haven't got your hands on these Colourpop gel eyeliners, the colorful ones, you are literally missing out. They're the best thing to ever exist. I really love them. I love just playing up my eyes with a little bit of color. Even if I'm not playing with like color on the eyes, I'll just pop this in my waterline because it adds a subtle pop, like something extra to the look. I'll have it listed down below. I know you can get them in bundles. I'm not sure if you can get them in singles, but they're definitely worth the price, especially for the bundles. Let's move on to bronzer. I'm going to use this bronzer right here. This definitely has become a staple for me. This is the Pressed Bronzing Powder by Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Almond. I'm going to take this brush by Hourglass, and I'm actually going to use the smaller side. And I'm just going to use this to add some color to the skin because I'm looking very, very flat. Y'all already know the drill. Gotta bronze up the skin to bring back the color. I'm going to go in with my handy dandy Real Techniques brush, which is actually meant for highlighting, but I love to use this for nose bronzing. So I'm just gonna run this down, get a little nose contour going. I'm gonna go in with another Kylie product. This is the Kylie blush in the shade We're Going Shopping. I love, love, love this shade. I'm just gonna pop it on the apples of my cheeks. All right, and for highlight, I'm gonna go back to the e.l.f. Retro Paradise highlights. Now, mine unfortunately do not have names on them, but I will have them listed down below. I'm gonna do a cross mix between the two. This one's like a stark white, and then this one is more of like a peachy rose gold shade. Again, I'm gonna do a cross mix between the two and just go to town. Not gonna go crazy though, because highlight, it's kind of like a hit or miss for me. But this one's beautiful. I feel like together it makes a really, really beautiful golden shade. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go in, brush off that bake, and add a little bit of highlight to my nose, cause hello, gotta glow, boo, gotta glow. So let's finish off with the lips. I do have some lip liners here from Colourpop. These two definitely have to be some of my top favorite lip liners. I have BFF2 and BFF3. Because I don't want a super brown lip, I'm gonna opt for BFF2. If you guys have not tried this lip liner, you definitely need it in your life. I am going to just line my lips completely with this. I'm just gonna go like this with my lips just to kind of blend the lip liner a little bit. And as you can see, it literally just filled in my lips almost completely. For actual lip color, I will be using this little trio right here by OFRA. This is in collaboration with JenLuvsReviews. I do have a code with OFRA, so if you guys want to save a little bit of coin, definitely use my code AMarie at checkout. The shade that really catches my eye is this one right here. It's a really beautiful soft pink, and I feel like paired with BFF2, it's gonna be lit, like it's gonna be a good time. So this one here is in the shade Revive. It's a really, really beautiful kind of soft pink nude. Ooh. Now I'm only gonna put this on the very bottom of my lip simply because it is so light. If I put it all over, it could be a little bit too overpowering. So what I like to do in this case, especially when it is more of a light pale pink nude, is I'll just take it and put it on the bottom lip, and then I'll take my bottom lip and I'll rub it with my top lip for a really, really nice gradient. Let's move on to gloss. I do have this gloss right here by Colourpop. This one is in the shade Overnight, and it's a really, really beautiful peachy shade. I just want to add a pop in the center. Ooh, I'm loving the way that this look is turning out. The last thing I want to do is I want to use a little bit of this. This is a part of the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection. This is the Glow Up Body Oil in the shade Sun-Kissed. They did come out with this in 2 different shades. I was hoping that they came out with it in 3 different shades. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake, and I'm going to use this body brush right here to blend it out. And I'm going to put it like right here on my shoulder just to show you guys what it's all about. Oh my god, this is gorgeous, you guys, but a bitch can't tell me nothing.
I know that's right.
I need to finish things off with a little bit of setting spray. You guys know I love this one by Maybelline. This is brand spanking new. This is their glass spray, and because my shoulders are so glowy and luminous, I kind of need my base makeup to match, so I'm going to spray this all over to give me a really, really beautiful luminous feel. And that's it. You really don't need a lot of this. A little bit goes a very, very long way. So I went ahead and zoomed you guys out so that way we can kind of get a feel for everything as a whole. Your girl went ahead and zhuzhed her hair up. We're definitely feeling the vibe. I do want to touch on how glowy, dewy, and luminous I look. Like, do you guys see these shoulders? Homegirl got her arms out today. Like, I don't even know who I am. I lost 8 pounds last month and I literally don't know how to act. Also, the Solstice palette was incredible. I did not think I was gonna love it as much as I do. Like, this color combo, I would have never thought to pair these colors together, but I am so into it. If you guys love warm tone eyeshadows, I definitely feel like that is a palette you guys should check out. I love my lip combo, like literally everything. Perfection, no complaints. Let me know what you guys thought of the products I used in today's video and what products you guys want me to use in my next video. Like the video, subscribe, y'all already know the deal. And with that, I don't have much else to say except I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.